Hey, YouTube fans. Today we talk about looking for buying a new computer. School's coming around this time of year, very soon. Everybody's going back to college or starting college, or everybody go back to high school or starting high school. Everybody's going to university, starting university or coming back university. Um, when you need to buy a new computer, um, this video shows you how to what look for in a product, what's a good buy, not too expensive. Make sure you don't get ripped off. Make sure you know what you have in your computer. Make sure your laptop or desktop, make sure it's up to date with hardware specs. But hardware is very hard to keep up this demands because every uh, so often six months to a year they change it constantly. So even for me, I can keep up. That's how it is. But let's dive in and um, and check it out. When you looking for buying a computer, make sure it's between 800 bucks to 1,000 plus. Don't get like $400, $500. It's a piece of crap. Right? It's because you know what? After 6 months, you need to get rid of it anyways. It's too slow. So you rather, for that kind of money, for 800 bucks, they give you better screen, bigger size. Uh, don't go to get 13-inch. If you want to get 13-inch, that's fine. I recommend go to 15-inch model, but that's a little bit more money. 1,000 plus, that's plus. Um, for 800 computer, it's good. They are good machines. Don't get me wrong, but the specs inside of them, it's not really that great. The graphics card, maybe the processor is not really that great. The RAM, so it's all in the hard drive. Maybe say 320. So it's all about looking what's bang for your buck. And a lot of people are saying, I get $800 computer. That's fine, you get $800 computer, but you get only $800 computer. That's it. You don't get no extra features. You don't get extra this. You don't extra this. That's it. Period. When you look for specs, make sure it's 8 gigs RAM or higher. Most of laptops, high-end laptops, uh, between 8 to 12 gigs of RAM or maybe higher. Um, Hard drive space minimum is 500 gigs or higher. I have seen the high-end laptops, 1 terabyte hard drive. Um, for AMD and Intel, they're good chip makers. So both of them. So you know what? You can't go wrong with Intel or AMD. Um, that's really personal preference there because AMD and Intel are good chip makers, so can't go wrong. Um, AMD makes good video cards, and Intel makes good motherboards. So so it's all about what's best for you. For Intel people, make sure don't go get dual-core. Dual-core's great. i5, i3. Um, that's great. But if you want, make sure your computers last longer. I go for quad-core i7. It's a little faster processor. It's great. You don't have to worry about any speed lag. It's great. AMD, get the best AMD processor available, and the graphics card too. Intel, you know, um, has their own built-in graphics card. Intel 5000, Intel, 4000, that kind of deal. Um, but make sure when you go buy a computer, make sure you have two graphics card because one graphics card is basically made on the motherboard, right? It's for regular task, you know. Um, uh, work, word processing, maybe a little bit of YouTube stuff, maybe a little bit of gaming. A little bit depends on the graphics card. If you have a high-end graphics card, you don't have to worry. Um, so that's it. For the screen, make sure it's a good screen. Make sure it's when you go outside or test it out. Most stores give you 14-day policy return, so you can test out the computer. Make sure you like it. If you don't like it in the 14 days, example, sometimes it's 7, sometimes 10. Don't quote me on that. That's just a number I threw out there. Um, you can test it out and make sure it's a good product. And then if you don't like the product, you can return it. So the brand, um, so a lot of brands out there, Dell, Apple, Lenovo, uh, Samsung, um, uh, what else? Apple, so it's all different kinds of products out there. Well, what I recommend? It's whole different ball game with that. If you like Apple, stick with Apple. If you like Windows, stick with Windows machines. I use Apple since '09. I love Apple. That's just me. But if you like PC, love PC. Nothing wrong with PC products. Um, for me, um, I have really not good time experience with Windows over last 10 years. I don't say that, but maybe half of a year, 5 years, end of 5 years when I switched to Windows to Apple, I see a lot of big difference. Um, Work wise, easy wise, stick in a plug-in and works. Some Windows machines products you have to install the drivers, make sure it's up to date, make sure it's that and that and that. That's fine, but for me, I don't need that. I want to stick in and that's it. Play, that's it, done. Um, yes, it's all basically personal preference. What's the best product out there for you? What's the best recommendation? It's like anything. It's Apple. It's HP. It's Dell. Lenovo. Um, and other manufacturers out there. Uh, they're all good. They're all good products, manufacturer products. So either way, it's all based on your how much you can spend. Make sure you don't go bankrupt. Make sure it lasts a couple years. Make sure your computer lasts 3 years. What I like about Apple, I'm not advertising Apple any shape or form. Um, when I bought an Apple machine back on '09, it lasted me 3 years. In 2012, I got a new one, and now 2015, I got a new one. Um, Depends. Apple's really good to keep customer. When you buy a computer, you guarantee you had if you're going to guarantee you don't have to worry for a while. Um, but like I said, it can change. The technology stuff in them can change year to year basis. So it depends how much big of change of Apple's doing. They're going to change it. Um, like I said, you know, when I talk about any products, it's not for advertising purposes. It's basically explaining what it is and that kind of nature. So don't um, call me on advertising because this is not an advertising video. So that's it, guys. Hope make sure I answer a lot of questions about pricing and make sure the right hard drive, make sure it's the right AMD processor, make sure it's the right Intel chip, make sure you have a right uh, video card. AMD Nvidia's good video card chip makers too. So if you have a Nvidia graphics card, it's great. Nvidia, I have an Nvidia graphics. I had an Nvidia 650M. Last Mac I had, great video card, great. This I have an AMD Radeon R9 something series. So it changes. Apple changed video cards, changes. So that's it. They're both good. Nvidia and AMD or ATI. They're both good video cards, but AMD, uh, uh, they are good. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video explaining about what kind of pricing when you're looking for a new computer. And that's it, guys. Bye bye.